Hello, hello. Here for another race. How are we all doing today? First race of the season. So, it's a bit early, but for those of you who have joined so far, and for those of you who've been watching the last couple of races, the last 2 weeks, well, the last two races were pre-season tests for this league. And today is the first race of the season. So, if everything goes to plan, we should be having qualifying in around 12 minutes. We'll have a bit of a driver's briefing before qualifying, so it might take a few minutes. I just realised this is not working. Let me try to make this work. Right, so we've got standings there. Now get the relative working. Should be good to go. Right, standings, relative, and I think we're all set. Cool. So, we're at Imola today, V8s. It's actually a really tricky combination. It's quite easy to get the 1Xs, and if you get 17, I think they've set it to, then you're going to get a drive through, so I'm going to try to avoid that today. And there's a few areas on the track where it's easy to slip onto the grass or spin the tyres, which is the last thing you want to do. Got a few quick times up there. I haven't been able to set a representative time because of traffic so far. Yeah, I've got about 10 minutes. I better get out there and do a little bit more practice. Hopefully I'm going to find a little bit of clean air. Haven't been able to find that so far, because we've got a lot of cars on track. Although we get split in half when we go into the heat races. Alright, well, okay, no chance for clean air here. Oh, they're pulling over.
Just a couple of minutes till the driver's briefing, please make sure you're all in the Discord.
I believe I'm in the Discord. Probably the hardest section of track here today. And for the chicane, we just throw it over. Just like that. I can probably create myself a little bit more space here. Somebody's probably going to pull out the pits in front of me. That's been happening every time so far. Right. Oh, that's not my greatest corner. Ah, throwing the lap away. Back to the pits. Do I still play ACC? No, I haven't really. I honestly haven't touched ACC in months. I mean, I had it go the other day for fun. Well, to try have some fun. Yeah, I think I've just sort of got burnt away from ACC. Oh, I'm not going to get space here either, am I?
That's in the lobby in the Discord. So welcome along, guys. Round 1 of this V8 series on iRacing. Just a few things, a few basics to go over at the moment. So I'll quickly go over the format again. You guys will be put into quali in around 8 minutes time from now. This will be a lone quali, so you will be the only one on track. You'll have 3 laps or 8 minutes to set the fastest time, whichever comes first. Now, to set a valid lap, you must make sure you don't have any incident points. This includes 0 X's for slight wall taps, so just be mindful of that. After quali, you will be split into 2 different heats. This will go from person in first will go into heat 1, second into heat 2, third back into heat 1, and so forth. These heats will be 20 minutes or 12 laps, whichever comes first. From that, the top 16 of each heat will progress into the feature race, which will, I believe there's a 5-minute warm-up in between heat 2 and the feature, just to give you guys an opportunity to have a bit of a break. The feature will be 40 minutes or 26 laps, whichever comes first. Now, regarding incidents for this race. So just bear with me for a second. Yep. So every 17 incident points you will accrue, the game will hand out a drive-through penalty. You will have to serve this, I believe, within a few laps' time, otherwise you'll be disqualified. That being said, if you reach a total of 50 incident points, the game will also disqualify you and take you off track. Regarding incidents and incident reporting, so if you feel like someone's made contact with you, spun you, and you feel you've been massively disadvantaged, you can call out your car number in the iRacing voice chat. For example, for me it'd be car 72, and I'll take a look into that. The minimum penalty I can give out, unfortunately, is a drive-through. As much as I'd love to give out like a 5 or 10 second penalty, unfortunately iRacing just doesn't give us that level of control, unfortunately. So if I do deem that the contact or the incident was severe enough, I will have to hand out a drive-through penalty, and this will be what's the word? This will be forwarded to you guys through this Discord chat. So make sure to stay in here. If you have any further questions, you can shoot away through iRacing.
They should just manually.
Can you clarify the blue flag rules a bit?
Oh yeah.
For what this is?
Yes, blue flags. Yeah, good question. So, if you're getting blue flagged, make sure to just move off the racing line at a sensible spot, and make sure the faster car can move through cleanly. If you are the faster car, you may have to be a bit patient. This doesn't give you the right to barge people out of the way, but you should be working together, really. Any other questions?
Is there any reason why time penalties can't just be applied after the race?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
So you're saying you can't apply 5-second time penalties?
They should just do post-race penalties manually.
Post-race?
I mean, yeah, we could have it's iRacing itself that doesn't implement it. So while it would be possible to
They should just
implement
do
like
it
a
after
5 or
the
10 second
race.
penalty, if there's a race with lots of incidents going on, and it would just be really tricky to keep track of. So
They just
maybe
need more
in the future
stewards. I know it's
we'll
not as
revise
simple
this,
as
but
that.
at the moment, yeah, we're gonna have to stick to this.
Is there any scope for redress penalties? So if someone's passed you unfairly or knocked you out of the way,
Because if you make a small tap on somebody,
Yeah,
I don't know.
if there's an overtake off track, I'll ask the relevant car number to redress the position if it's safe to do so. If not, I'll likely have to look into it after the race.
Is there any safety cars?
The safety car will only be deployed in the feature race if needed. In the heats, we will not be deploying it. So in the heats, just make sure to be careful, be sensible. You know, an incident may still occur, but yeah.
In the feature race, would be like a proper safety car or the random one?
So in the feature race, the safety car will only be deployed if necessary. We're not going to force like a competition caution or anything. It'll only occur, say, if there's a number of cars that have been involved in one incident.
Thank you.
Just a quick one. Is there any reason we're not solely using Discord or solely using in-game chat? Why use both?
That is a good question. So I don't exactly have an answer. You probably have to go to Mark for that. But from my understanding, being able to give out directions and you know, penalty reports and stuff over Discord,
Can't
it's a
do
lot
that in
clearer
qualifying.
than through iRacing. I find. So maybe that's the reason.
Oh, I can definitely hear you clearer in Discord. I'll give you that.
I mean, just because I do it in every other league, I keep doing it.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. You were on club or something before.
I've changed it now. Sorry, new.
This is going to be a really difficult
Yeah, so if
track.
clarity is concerned, like when you're saying your number, because everyone does sound fuzzier in the in-game chat, then Discord might be the way. But we'll have to see how we go.
The thing is with that, I will be able to see your name and your number pop up, so...
I suppose as well, the iRacing in-game chat only allows one person to talk at a time.
Yeah, that is another thing. I imagine just... I know it can
that's
be
rubbish.
you know, a bit tricky in the heat of the moment. but maybe
Oof,
just
I've had
try
some
not to
terrible
step over
qualifyings
each
in the
other.
last few races. Hopefully today's going to be a bit better. It's not looking like that so
Keep
far.
unnecessary comms off the radio.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, the only time you really need to be on the radio is just, yeah,
30 seconds
reporting
left.
or, I guess, you know, a quick apology or something.
For reporting, do you want a particular format, or do you just want to be like car 79?
Just like, yeah, car number's fine. You can give a bit extra info if you'd like, but it's not necessary.
Check.
Yes, done.
Oh
Alright,
gosh.
you guys are going to be going to quali in a few seconds. Good luck.
Yeah, these cars are cool. I don't... I do wish they were in more sims. I'm with you there. I'm not a big fan of the iRacing ones, but it's what we're racing with today.
If the session's set up correctly, this should be lone quali and not group like we had in the preseason.
It's a hot track. Right, well here we go. I'm a bit nervous, I've not been doing too great in practice so far.
Also, just quickly make sure, again, with quali, keep any unnecessary communications down. There's probably no reason you guys need to be on the radio. You're all on the track by yourselves.
Thank you. So there's 3 attempts, but by the 3rd lap the tyres will be done, so you only really get 2 solid attempts. Right, here I'm gonna start my first attempt. Damn it, that's gonna hurt a lot. There's probably a 10th or 2 gone just from that little bit of oversteer. Oh boy, that was a terrible last corner. Ah, oh well. Definitely could be better, but my tyres won't be as good now. I don't think I'm going to improve. That's that lap. What I could possibly do is go back out and try again, because I've got 3 laps. I don't want to put less fuel in because the car sucks enough as it is with low fuel. I'm P2. It's okay so far. Definitely could be 2 to 3 tenths quicker at the moment, maybe 4. So I should get 1 more attempt after this lap. That was 10 times better, wow. Just like that again, at over a 10th probably, but that's on my outlap. Right, one more run. Ah. Yeah, I've thrown it away. I went way too... That was just a really weird corner. I didn't brake hard enough, I entered it way too slow and then went too deep. Nope, that's lap done. I just can't get qualifying right anymore. I mean, the first lap, it was okay, but it could have been 3 or 4 tenths quicker. What is it like? All I needed was 1/10. Not even a tenth, I only needed like 400ths. All I needed was to get that final chicane right, I would have got pole. Hell, I mean, it's not bad, I can say that. I'm happy enough with it. Could have been pole, should have been pole, but it wasn't. Damn it, it'll do. Yeah, we've got eight weeks in this league, so Imola first. I can't remember all the tracks, but I think we're at Watkins Glen next time, which I think that we're doing every second week. So next week we won't have a race. It's looking close though. We have DeJesus behind us by 1/10, and then we have a further 10th back at Spill.
Heat 1 is gridding up. Good luck.
Gonna be interesting. So I'm not taking... Okay, so there's 2 heat races. The way it works is if you look at the qualifying results, every odd number, you can see it on, you can't see my mouse, but every odd number in qualifying will be doing the first race. Every even number that in qualifying, so 2nd, 4th, 6th, so on, will be starting in the 2nd heat race. Then, from those 2 heat races, the top 16, I believe it is, from each of those 2 heats will go into the main feature race. Which is, yeah, the main race. So these heat races are 20 minutes long. Well, in this track it's going to be 12 laps, I think. And then we're doing a 45-minute heat race, feature race after this. So I'm not doing the first race since I qualified 2nd. I'm in the 2nd heat race. So here we go. First heat race, we have Nicholas Dole on pole. He's quick, and DeJesus, don't count him out. He is extremely quick too. We have Vaughan, Cook, some really quick guys up in here. So let's try find a decent camera to view this from. What last time? Okay, this is not too bad. Watch it from Cook. I need to take a pee. So you know what, we'll let the race start, get things underway, and then we'll have a quick pee break.
Just remember to have fun, guys.
Good luck to everybody driving, because these cars are not easy to drive. So, what did I say? We have Nicholas Dole on pole, DeJesus on 2nd. We have Timothy Vaughan in 3rd. I believe Tim Cook in 4th. Who is in 5th? Jared Bailey starting 5th. Oh. Here, green flag, looks like we're going. We had quite a lot of wheel spinners, and that's the last thing you want to do on the starting line. We have DeJesus, who's already snuck into 1st place. Who's this? Is this Tim Cook, who's got himself up into 1st already? Wow. So, not a textbook start. It's mixed things up a little bit. We've had 2 drivers who had perfect launches, and we had... Oh gosh, there's already been somebody pushed off the track there. DeJesus up the inside already for P1. How's this going to end up? Tim Cook holding on for the 1st position at the moment. We have Vaughan just behind in 3rd. Okay, this is going to be interesting to follow because we know... where is he? Nicholas Dole didn't have a good start. Where is he sitting? He's all the way back here, and if I can see correctly, it looks like he has some scratches alongside his right door there, which means he's picked up some damage. It doesn't look too heavy, but that'll potentially hurt his pace. He's not too far off though. He's still just on the back of this front leading pack. Jared Bailey here on 4th, and we now fall in just behind DeJesus in 2nd. So it's nice and close so far. Okay, well, for the most part, it's been a clean start. Coming out of the chicane, you want to be careful. If you go too wide there, just over that green AstroTurf stuff, you'll get a 1x, and you'll also get a slowdown penalty of about half a second or something. So, Tim Cook, he only qualified about 4th or 3rd, I think. 3rd for this heat, so he wasn't quite up there in qualifying, but let's see how he does in the race. I'm sure he's going to be solid. I mean, all these guys at the front here are really solid. Lap times are really close in qualifying. But there's about 5 of them we have here, all in the leading pack, and then we have a small gap back to the middle. Oh, looks like Tim Cook's had a bit of a rough line through the first chicane, or the first 2 corners. But DeJesus is steaming right up behind him. I think DeJesus is going to be fighting this for P1 the whole race. Definitely, no doubt. But I wouldn't count out... Where is he? Nicholas Dole, he is still sitting back here in 5th. He was one of the drivers who got a lot of wheel spin at the start. I think we should take another look at that and see just how many drivers did suffer with wheel spin. Now that's something I got to be aware of. I know how to do starts now, however, track temps may make it more difficult to get a good launch. I don't know. I'm just going to have to hope for the best and do what I've been doing. Alright, so this track isn't super easy to overtake on. So, we have Nicholas Dole here. He's got a lot of pace, but he may... I heard some sort of radio call there. You can see these guys are teammates, so maybe that's a team orders, or just being friendly to your teammate, letting him through. We know Nicholas Dole has a lot of pace. Okay, so we'll get to the end of this lap, and then I think we'll have another look at the start. While we start to see Nicholas Dole catching down these 3 top drivers so far. Oh yeah, DeJesus is right up behind Cook at the moment. I think there's going to be a move for position here into the first corner of the next lap. We'll have a look at this. Yeah, he's right up the inside there. And I think that will be a swap for P1. We did lock up, but looks like he's sorted it out and he's got a nice rerun there. Okay, so
Can I get a mod check?
cool.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, we got Cook's got a bit of wheel spin there. He's got himself onto the dirt.
For the start for the second race, it's one PC funny falling up together.
Alright, well, Cook suffered out there. He's lost a couple positions now, back down to 3rd. Will these 2 teammates have another swap, or will they battle it out? Because we know Nicholas Dole, he put it on pole. Can he fight his way back through to the front? I do think DeJesus, if it stays like this, DeJesus is going to pull far away into the distance, because he's got a lot of pace. Oh, looks like Dole's going to sneak through here. Yeah, he's on the inside for the chicane. Yeah, Dole's going to take that position. So he's now back into 3rd. Now... Oh, they're still side by side. They're fighting it out. Don't make contact, guys. Nice and clean, but they are slowing each other down in this process. And you don't really want to slow each other down when you got DeJesus at the front. 3 teammates here. I think that's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Yeah, there's already quite a sizable gap between P3 and P2. P2, I don't think he seems to have the pace as of right now to keep up with DeJesus. There's about a 2nd gap in there. Last lap time, 144, although he did make the overtake on that last lap. Right, so we have Dole here in 3rd. Let's see if he can catch back up. He does have a little bit of damage on that right-hand side, but I don't think it'll be too much. We'll quickly look a little bit further back down the field. Do we have any other close battles going on? Oh, we've got another swap for position just back here. Oh, side by side, don't touch each other. Oh, it's close. Looks like Patrick Oliver. Oh, he's gone a little bit off. No, he hasn't. He's alright. He's good. It's P12. Okay, oh, we've got a bunch of cars fighting it out here for about P15, I think. P16. Alright. How many cars do we have on this race? There's 19. We have 19 cars. No, we have 20 cars. Alright, well, actually, to be honest, Foreman hasn't fallen too far behind. He's still hanging on to DeJesus here. And all these guys are still fighting it out. But did Nicholas Dole fall back behind? I can't actually tell who's who at the moment. Timothy Cook is back in 3rd. Jared Bailey's in 4th, and now Dole's back in 5th. Oh, that's not how he's gonna... He's not gonna be too happy with that, I'd say. He's lost a bit of... He's lost a few positions. Okay, well, as they fight it out, they're just going to keep falling further behind the leaders. But, hey, this is a battle for the podium. And they're teammates, so I'm sure they want to be a little bit careful. And we have the two out front who are still pretty close together. What is the lap times? So, the Jesus, 45.1, 44.6 for Vorhan here. I'm going to have a quick toilet break, and then we'll have another look at that start. So, I will be right back. Only be a minute or two. Okay, I'm back. Hey Blitz. Mr. ACC content. Yeah, I haven't been on ACC for quite a long time. Actually, I did mention it before, but yeah, I haven't been on ACC for months. But last week, I tried one of those competition races because, as far as I remember, in the past, we didn't, well, over in this side of the world, Oz, NZ, we didn't have access to those competition servers, but we have them now, and I gave one a go, and that was a bit of fun. I mean, it was a wet night race at Kailami, and everybody, well, we only had about 13 drivers, but it's quite fun to drive an ACC in the wet. I don't know, I'm sure I haven't followed the ACC news either, but I feel like within the next few months we'll probably get some new content. We'll make some new track guides. I was considering doing the next Octane Online Racing's GT3 season, but I think I don't want to put too much on my shoulders at the moment. I think this V8 League will be just enough for now. These two are really close, aren't they? So I don't think the Jesus is going to pull away like I thought he might. Timothy Cook, these three are still quite far behind. These guys are doing high 45, so with these lap times they won't be catching the front two. Dole's still back in about 5th. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5th. So he's not having a great race. Yeah, what I do want to look at now is we'll watch the start-finish straight, see if he can make an overtake. But I do want to see the start of the race again, see, because a lot of people got wheel spin. And it's a bit concerning. I don't think he's going to be able to make an overtake here. No, he won't make it. He's a bit too far back. Yeah. Right, let's look at the race start. Okay, let's go back a little bit. So you can see plenty of tire smoke there. Now, who were the wheel spinners? Okay, so we can, if we pause it right here, we can see that Dole here got wheel spin. We can see the pizza car right back in is that 6th? He got wheel spin, and there's a few cars further back that got wheel spin. Is that Forehand that got wheel spin? Yep, he did. And to Jesus here, he didn't seem to get wheel spin, but he didn't have a very good launch. So I'm gonna have to be quite careful when it comes to my race. Yeah, yeah, no, I was just having a go at one of those competitive races for fun the other day. The thing is, I did 2 competitive races, or competition races. I did one at Kailami and then I did one at Zolder. But both of them only had about 13 racers. Like, it wasn't too big of a field, so I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be that popular at this side of the world, at least at the time I was racing. Which is about now, when I gave it a go. I'm not sure if people would want to see me doing what are they called? Competition races? I mean, sure, if there was a lot of people taking part, I'd try and make some content on that. But I just don't think there is. It was fun. Okay, so it looks like Vorhan's dropped back a little bit. That's about half a second. There will be about, yeah, there's 12 laps in this first heat race, and there will be 12 laps in mine too. And we're currently on lap 8. Looks like DeJesus is doing a little bit better of a job at saving the tyres at the moment. Vorhan's dropping back a bit. There's a very hot track. I was hoping it wouldn't be hot because the car feels so much nicer to drive in cooler conditions. Feels very yuck in hot temps. Cook still in 3rd place. Dole has now got back to 4th. And Jared Bailey back in 5th. Stefan back here in 6th. And just let's see what else is happening. Everyone's a bit spread out, I think. We have these two quite close. But I think, other than the front, everyone's a bit spread out. The SimGrid servers are empty for Oceania 2. Well, great. I did hear about that SimGrid thing, but I never looked into it. Hearing that sort of puts me off of it, since nobody's driving it. That's the problem with being on this side of the world, is that you don't find that many people to race with. If only iRacing wasn't insanely expensive, I agree. But I also, a lot of people also feel the same. They struggle with iRacing's tyre model. It feels a bit odd. It doesn't feel quite right. And I also don't enjoy it too much, but is what it is. Yeah, everyone else is a bit spread out at the moment, but yeah, DeJesus is now seeming to pull ahead from Vorhan in 2nd here. And even these guys are starting to spread out a little bit. I wouldn't say that these cars would be too hard to follow each other as in bumper to bumper, because they're not super high aerodynamically reliant. Yeah, it seems like these two are starting to split apart from each other as well, so as of right now, we've been robbed from a close battle. These two are quite close. We might stay on board with them for a little while. Are they for position? Oh, they have made a swap for position, because it's showing on the bottom there that the front car is P8, but now he's P7. We'll watch these guys for a little while. Well, it's good to see somebody from South Africa. If you don't know, I'm actually from South Africa. I live in New Zealand now. Good to see you, and I'm glad that the guides have been helping. The Street Maniac, yep. iRacing, the biggest difference between iRacing and any other sim is brakes. Like, you can't just slam the brakes like on pretty much every other sim ever. You actually have to control your brake pedal in iRacing. Even in GT3 cars, you can't just slam the brakes like on ACC. That was a mistake there from Brits, and now he's back into 8th, and now Okay, 7th disappeared and came back. Some people could get together and organise some open lobby stuff. Oh, what's happened here? Went off the track. It looks like he's lost another position. Yeah, he has. Yeah, it's a shame. It'd be nice to see more people using the competition servers and the SimGrid servers. I'll look a little bit more into it. I haven't been... I mean, I just gave 2 races a shot the other day. And there weren't many people racing. But yeah, I'll have another look another time. Maybe next week. Or maybe just tomorrow or something. I'll have another look. Nightbot. I really need to get rid of Nightbot. Always blocks random messages for almost no reason. Yeah, Long Neck, it's good to see you. And all of you here today. Always nice to have a wee chat. Yeah, these two are definitely splitting apart now. It's about a second plus of a gap. Yeah, it's almost 2 seconds, I'd say. Okay, well, while they do their last couple laps, I want to see who's going to be in my heat race. Which would be... I don't think I can actually work that out, because they're all mixed up now. Am I able to... Oh, here we go. So I'll be on pole for my heat race. We'll have Stefan Bull in P2. I'll have O'Hara in P3. Daniel Gray in P4. Anthony Walsh in P5. Zachary Smith P6. Lucas Dowd in P7. Anthony Sassana P8. Matthew Keane P9. And Scott Blair P10. There'll be 20 cars on the grid. I just need to control the wheel spin at the start, because as soon as you get that, you lose 3-4 positions. Maybe more. It was just you screeching out some South African noises. Nightbot. Yeah, hard no. Nightbot is a bit of a pain sometimes, though. Even with some minor regular messages, it blocks them. It's a bit silly. Maybe it's just a bit too sensitive. I need to just look into its settings. Righto, another look at the leaders. So we have DeJesus here in P1. He's doing a solid pace. And I don't think, unless he makes a mistake, he's just going to be staying in P1 for the rest of this race. I think, or was he flashed his lights? Was that the final lap? I thought we had 12 laps, which we are now. I believe this is his last lap, actually. I don't know why he was flashing the lights at the line. Oh, what happened? Well, what happened here? We don't have Vorhan in P2 anymore, and we have a battle for P2 and P3 here with Dole and Cook. We have Bailey here, back in P4. But what has happened to Vorhan? Let's jump forward. There he is. Does he run it? Oh, you know what? He's under... calculated his fuel, so he's had to go into the pits to grab some more fuel. That, my friends, means that he may not end up in the feature race today. If he finishes below P16, he'll miss out in the feature race. That may be a fatal mistake for this race. Well, he's back on the track now. What position is he in? We'll only find out at the end of the lap, so... Where's DeJesus? He's nearly at the end of the lap. But he's got a solid gap back to P2 here, which is Cook. Cook, who started P3. He had a really good launch at the start, but it didn't quite have the pace to hold on today. And we have Dole, who qualified P1, but he had a lot of wheel spin at the start. I think it was wheel... Yeah, he had a lot of wheel spin, had a terrible start, and he's been stuck behind his teammates for the whole race. He did get back to P3 at one point, but then he dropped behind again. I don't know what happened. And he does have a little bit of damage. So maybe that will be hurting him a little bit. But we have now DeJesus come out the final corner and he'll take P1 for the first heat race. Well done. Nothing wrong there. Solid race. And now we look back. These two are close, but Cook's going to take a P2 here. And we have a Dole in P3. It's close. And now who's... okay, we've got Bailey in P4. Stefan's going to take P5. That'll be P5. Now, where is Vorhan? Oh, there he sneaks through. He's right there. What position is he going to take? With 20 cars, he has to at least finish 16th to make it to the feature race. And he will finish P10, so he will get to the feature race. He will be starting further down the grid though. But feature races are long, so he's got plenty of time to make up the places. However, starting near the front is an advantage. We keep looking a bit further down the fields. And we now reach the 16th place car, and we have Ben Roy here, we have Andrew Proctor, and we had one other driver. I can't find him, but we have a few cars that did not make it to the feature race. Sweet, now I've got to prepare for my race, which I am a little bit nervous for.
So, like, control, is there anything that you can do to get me into the second heat in my PC or not?
I don't think I can, unfortunately. I'm really sorry.
I've got a minute to get on the grid. Oh, I better make my... Gee, I nearly went out in the qualifying setup.
Right, Heat 2 is now gridding up. Good luck. For those of you that were knocked out of Heat 1, you can either stick around here and spectate or head over to the Octane Online Racing Twitch, which is streaming, or you're free to go. Thanks for joining us.
Cool. Getting on the grid.
Get into it.
Right, here I go. I hope I can do this. I'll just leave that as it is. A few degrees cooler than it was. Not too much cooler though, it's still quite hot. Avoiding wheel spin, can I do it? Oh, thanks Dad. Uh-oh. That was a pretty shoddy start. I avoided wheel spin, but I had a terrible start. Right. Didn't give us much time to prepare, we're straight into the second race. Yeah, I just wasn't concentrating, I don't think. Got a little bit mixed up.
Copy 793.
That was a nice run. That see how this goes. That was all right. It was on edge, but it was all right. Back to P2. Oh gosh, don't lock up. Rough start, rough first lap, but I got my P2 back, and there's about a second that I still have to make up to get back to P1, so got a long time, 19 minutes or so. Let's keep going. Oh gosh, what have I done to my brakes? I put my foot on the brake and it didn't slow down. I did move my brake bias forward. I hope I didn't stuff it up by doing that. Oh, now I've got a lot of work to do. I need to move my brake bias back, I think.
Copy. Drive through for car 25, contact with car 793.
Yeah, now I've got a heap of work to do, damn it, I've had a horrible start. Alright, head back into it. Now put the brake bias back. I can't quite... I think that's where it was. Nope, that's too far. There we go. Right, that's better. That wasn't. Certainly hasn't been my best driving so far. Goodness me. Wow.
Drive through for car 8. Avoidable contact.
Well,
Apologies.
I really don't like their penalty system.
Correction, that's for car 12.
Oops, that might be... thought that might be a 1x. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work to catch this back up after that first lap. What a shocking first lap that was.
Correction again, car 89. Apologies. For a collision on lap 2.
Well, that's a better first couple of turns. Oh man. Okay. Now I need to settle into it. So I've brought the gap down about half a second. We got, what lap is this? Lap 4. Ooh. Gonna have to be a really perfect run if I want to bring this gap in. That wasn't perfect at all. Ouch. That was alright. It might be close at the end of this race. I'm not sure if just a couple tenths per lap faster is going to be enough though. I actually compared this to the Assetto Corsa mod a few weeks ago. I gave that a go on this track. You can feel the car a lot more in Assetto Corsa. The car just behaves more naturally in Assetto Corsa, I found. Like on throttle. On iRacing, the car just wants to kill you, and it does it. It wants to do that on Assetto Corsa too, but you can feel that it wants to do it. On iRacing, it just does it. I don't know. I think that I quite enjoyed the Assetto Corsa one. Uh-oh. That was a little bit fast. One thing I did notice about the Assetto Corsa version is that the Assetto Corsa one seems a little bit slower than this one. Yeah, the Assetto Corsa mod felt a few seconds per lap slower than this on iRacing. Right, I have caught up, but we've got less than half race distance to go. That was a bit iffy. Uh-oh, done it again. Almost went off the track. Gonna be more aware on that corner now. It's hard to overtake on this track, so it's going to be difficult. This is so hard. There's not many overtaking opportunities, so this is going to be really difficult. Oh, that was close. He got a bit of oversteer. I think I. Oh, that was so close. I think actually, from what I saw, it looked like he got on the throttle too much. He got a bit of oversteer, came back into me, and I saved him from going around. That'd be one to look at after the race and the replay. Hey, David. Got 2 laps to go. How much fuel do I have? I need to check that. Should have enough. Okay, don't go put it off the track now. Hey, you, David. Now, he's not exactly fallen behind me. I haven't driven an amazing lap, but I'm just trying to keep the thing alive at this point. And he's really quick still, I know. How much fuel? Oh, I've got plenty of fuel. Yeah, I've got plenty of fuel for one more lap. And did you ask? Yeah, you asked what wheel I'm using. I'm using the what's it called? The SimMagic M10 wheel. You're sim racing in the rookies, you need to get the wheel out. Alright, thanks Blitz, thanks for joining, and good luck. Ever since the overtake, I've become really scared of the car. I don't know why, it just feels like it wants to kill me and I'm too scared to go on the throttle. Last couple corners, all I have to do is keep it on the track and not run out of fuel, but I've got plenty of fuel. Oh, okay. I didn't honestly, after that really bad first lap, I didn't expect to come back to first. I thought it might be close, but in the end, I think that was pretty successful. How much fuel did I have? I've only got 0.6 litres left in the car. Was there something I wanted to check? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I wanted to check that overtake. Am I able to view it? It was on this next lap. Right, so how did this end up going? I'll probably look at it from the blimp cam, or the chopper cam. Yeah, chopper cam. So this is how it started. It started on this turn, came to the left, and then on the right, this is where it all happened, so... Oh yeah, let's watch that on the chase cam. So to me it looks like he got on the throttle, or you either got on the throttle or went onto the sand and got oversteer. And then he came towards me, and then I went for the inside. We did scrape doors, but nothing too major. And that's where the overtake happened. Thanks, Dad. It was a pretty good race, I reckon. I mean, the start was hideous. I didn't get wheel spin, I was just way too... Yeah. I want to work out what I actually did on the start. I'm not sure if I have enough time. Right, so let's look at my throttle inputs. My ideal way to start is half clutch, half throttle. Then hold it for a few seconds. What I did wrong there, I think, is as the lights went out, I raised both the clutch and the throttle. Yeah, it was a messy throttle, messy pedal work. Need to hold the clutch at about half. Wait about a second or half a second or so, then release the clutch. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst of it is when
good racing, Glenn. Pity about the end there.
I got past Gray here, and then
Yeah, really sorry, dude.
I messed it up again. Anyway,
Yeah, okay.
feature race time. Need to load the setup. Ah, strategy 2. How much fuel do I add?
It's alright. I've got this for the tank.
Add 44 litres at the pit stop.
Alright, so now you guys will have a 5-minute warm-up. You can use to have like a toilet break or something. Just to take a bit of a stretch, and then we'll jump into the race.
Oh, I'm out. Oh, fuck.
Okay, so
Well, good luck, Adrian. Good luck, Declan.
warm up time.
Thanks, dude. That was really unlucky. Now you're telling me.
Now, since the Jesus finished first, I finished first. I don't know who's actually starting on first. So I hope I get a safe enough start. Also, my gear ratio is also maybe a bit longer than other drivers here, which may give me a bit more of a disadvantage on the start, but it feels a lot more comfortable to drive. So, I've worked out I need to add 44 litres. That would be 90... I'm just going to add 44 litres. And tyres.
That's cool over here.
So a few minutes and we'll get into the feature race, which is a 45-minute race or 26 laps long. Hey Bib Fam. How are you doing? Oh. I do think it's going to be tough to beat the Jesus. He's got a lot of pace. And Vorhan too. I'm going to try a practice start right here. It's probably not the best spot to do it, but... half throttle, half clutch. My tyres are already a bit warmed up, so they might be a little bit slippery on the actual start. Nope, that's wheel spin. Right. Something like that. Nope, not like that. I think my tyres are already warm now from the wheel spins. Something like that. An early shift to second gear will help as well. Ooh, don't want to do that. The start is pretty crucial. How much longer do we have? Okay, there's only 30 seconds left of this warm-up, and then we'll get into the race.
Just a reminder, guys, it only gives you a minute to grid.
I can try and set this to 2 minutes. It may show 1 minute initially, but I'll... yeah, there is a function to change it. I'll do that now.
Right, here we go.
Hey, nice.
I think what I can do is add an extra half a litre.
If we could do that again, Declan, that'd be really good.
Do what again? Yeah.
That whole like drive cleanly and battle it stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's asking a bit much, mate. Come on. You'll have to catch back up to me in pace, mate.
That's top 6.
So where will I be starting? I don't know. Am I starting P1? I think, no. Am I? I don't know.
Alright, feature race time. Remember that there are a few of you from outside Australia, so netcode will be a thing, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
And the safety car may be deployed if there's a big enough incident. Good luck.
I think I'm good to go. I'm P2. Right, on the outside, great. Cook behind me. Let's hopefully not butcher the start again. I wonder what decides P1 between the two heats if two drivers get P1. I don't know. Right, gonna start any second. Thanks, David. Here we go. No! I don't know, I did it. I did exactly how I planned it to, and it didn't work. Oh great, here we go.
Are you kidding? Car triple A.
Copy.
Just gonna have to make it up. Oh, don't push me off
Safety
the
car, safety
road.
car.
I see you, Pat.
Jeez.
I tried my best.
Congrats on surviving.
Well, a few guys got taken out.
All I saw
I didn't
was
see
fucking
who.
smoke through T1.
I definitely have to figure out these starts though. I can't seem to get it right. I did last time, but not... I mean like the last time we raced. Last track. Because I did the same thing as I've done in practice, and it seems to work most of the time. It's just difficult, it's very difficult. It's just a shame that I was the only one who messed it up.
Is it this lap?
Oh, I just got a
another lap
1x.
and then an in lap for the safety car?
They felt bad for my
I believe
start.
so, yeah.
That's true, Mumba. Thanks for the good luck. Hey, Ryan. Running dual clutch? I have a dual clutch, but I'm too nervous to use it because I've been having some wheel issues. I have a dual clutch on my steering wheel, but I've been having these weird issues with my steering wheel where sometimes it seems like the entire wheel just briefly disconnects. So if I'm busy revving the car out with my clutch held in on the steering wheel and it just disengages, then I'm gonna
Car 777,
then I'm gonna
causing
jump
collision
it.
lap 1.
777 has a drive-through. That's the blue car up in front of us there.
And I believe you have to serve that under green.
So that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Daniel Gray. Right, so that puts me in 1, 2, 3. I think I'm in P4 now. So yeah, I got pushed off the road before the safety car. I don't know if I got damaged there. I hope not. Hey, Mohammed.
Yep. So, What a lot of you are accustomed to is going on the green flag when the safety car pulls in. For this league, this will not be the case. Once the safety car is around the final few corners, the leader will take control. Ignore when the green lights come on and the green flag flies. The leader will have control of when to go. And also a reminder that you cannot pass before the start-finish line.
It's going to be an interesting race. I just really wish I could get that start right.
Car 1 is whipping in and out a lot. Actually, not car 1, sorry. I don't know which car.
So we have the Jesus in P1. He is currently got clear air in front of him, so it's going to be an advantage. And I've got Dole behind me. We know he's quick because of qualifying. He was fast. I don't know if I have damage from the door rub I had with the car in front of me when he pushed me off the track. Long way to go. Are we starting this lap? No, the pit lane is now open. I don't know. I think we're going for another lap. Yeah, we're going for one more lap. I'll be saving some fuel from this, but I don't really want to touch the fuel in the strategy. A heavier car here is a more stable car. Just send it no break to T1.
Lap 3.
My goal, I think, is I want to get back to second.
Uh, 26 laps or 45 minutes, whichever comes first.
Interesting. Joe Bailey in second. He was quite quick too. But we have lost Daniel Gray from the front. We've lost Tim Cook from the front. We've lost Stephen Bull from the front. I currently have 2 X's. And I have 17 in total before I get a drive-through. I want to avoid that. Yeah, going by that, I assume you're allowed to serve penalties under the safety car. Well, he'll soon find out. No, both cars are identical in terms of performance here in iRacing. I think absolutely everything in these two cars is identical. The only difference is visually. Right, let's hopefully make up for that terrible start. No passing before the start-finish line. And I also need a pit. Okay, I'll remember that. Pit when I have less than 11 litres yet. Or I'll hit the fuel capacity when I'm refueling. I should sort that out right now, actually. Do I take a fast repair? Does it waste time?
Alright, safety car is coming in. Leader, you have control. Ignore the green flags. Go when the leader goes.
Oh. Car 35.
Copy 35.
Thanks for that, subscriber. Alright, well, we've lost all that. Let's just keep going. I was a little bit nervous with that guy. He did push me off the track as his safety car came up, and then that happened. Oh well, nothing I can do. He might get a penalty, but that doesn't help me at all. I mean, it helps me by one position. Now, another thing I need to remember is these guys are probably and possibly going to brake earlier than I'm used to, so I need to be aware of that. It was a shame. I did make the overtake fair and square. I may... Oh, that's the other thing. I probably have damage now, don't I? That'll slow me down. I'll probably just take the fast repair in the pit stop. Oh, that's gonna help the Jesus big time now. Okay, let's not mess this up.
Car 79.
Copy 79.
Well, they haven't called out any penalties, so they may have deemed that a racing incident. We're gonna have to look at it in a replay. Is there a pit window? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think there is. Just pit when you want. But you do have to pit, because there's a fuel capacity in these cars of 55 litres, and that won't take you to the end. Right, well, it's just about having fun at this point, because I mean, I want to make up as many positions as I can, but right now I've got two disadvantages. It's hard to overtake on this track, and I have a damaged car.
Penalty, car 54, avoidable contact on lap 4.
That penalty may have been the car that, yeah, it was the same. So he did get a penalty for that contact. Well, I think that was deserved. Well, he's put me all the way back to P12 now. So after you take his penalty, I should be P10. I think. You're right, I could actually pit early. No, I can't. No, I can't. I'll explain why. So, the tank capacity is 55 litres. And if I refuel now, I won't be able to put all the fuel in the car, because I already have too much fuel in the car as it is. So, yeah, I've got 38 litres right now and I want to add 44. I mean, I could probably add less, but I want to be safe. And yeah, if I add 44, that's going to go way past the capacity, so it's not going to work. I worked out I need to wait until I have less than 11 litres left in the car. Oh, okay. Well, we've got a bit of clean air, so this is going to help now, but I think I do have damage. In this league, we do have access to a fast repair, which means basically just a new car when we take the pit stop, so I'll take that.
Warning, car 115, unsafe rejoin lap 5.
Alright, we've got a bit of time. Now, I am not sure, maybe some of the faster guys are also behind me by now because of the starting incidents. They probably have made their way up the field by now, but who knows. We have O'Hara, we have Tim Vorhan in front of me, and they're both top drivers, so not too far ahead. Hopefully I can try catch up with them.
Car 58.
Copy 58.
The 44.9, it's alright. Could be better.
No, sorry Giuseppe, but yeah, the defense was bad. I know. But you have respect to the other.
Car 50.
Copy 54.
I might have the pace to catch these guys. Not if I do that. Uh-oh, my wheel's having issues. Hopefully that doesn't continue. Yeah, for the last week or so that I've been practicing, I've been having these annoying issues with my wheel. I mentioned it earlier on, but it's like my wheel's having mini disconnections. And when I go to shift up, it doesn't shift up, so I have to press it again to shift up. And it becomes a real problem when it happens in the downshifts. Oh, and it is happening. It happened there on 6th gear. It's been working all day, so it's a shame that it's happening again.
Alright, yeah.
I did replug everything just before the race. I do
Incident
think
between 58 and 777, no further action.
I may be catching these guys, maybe. Firmware update. It's no, oh, it just happened again. I really don't think it's a software related thing. But I'll try what I can after this race. I did try a few things this week, try and eliminate the problem, but nothing worked. What did actually... the reason why I don't think it's software related is that when I unplug the USB cable from the wheel and I put it back in, it works fine. And it's been like that for the whole of today and most of yesterday. So I do have another cable. We'll try it out and hopefully that will completely get rid of this problem. If not, then it's something to do with the wheel. Which won't be fun to fix because then I've got to get a new wheel. It's not too bad at the moment, but there was a point the other day when it took me 3 attempts to get an upshift. It's not that bad right now. Anyway, back to the racing. I'm going to pit in when I'm around 11 litres left. Oh, too deep. Oh, that might be a slowdown, yep. That's so stupid. Why a whole second when I probably went wide and lost time there, but I can get rid of it if I lift really early here. I think. Oh no, I gained it as I went through the corner. Ah! Damn it. That's another thing I've been avoiding through all practice, is getting slowdowns, and all of a sudden now I get it. Yeah, it's our version of mechanical issues, mechanical problems. I've just lost 2 seconds from trying to get rid of that 1 second slowdown, which was ridiculous. I didn't even gain a second. I didn't even gain anything. Daniel Gray's left the session. Interesting. The car is feeling a bit all over the place right now. I'm P6, but I think a few cars in front may have pitted, which is, to me, seems a little bit early. But maybe they've worked out something on strategy. Right, see if I can get this car. Oh boy. You went a bit wide there. I don't think I want to be close enough. Right, that's one more position. I don't know where my goal should be today. I've got no idea. Because I'm not sure who in front's already pitted. I'm gonna maybe go for a top 5. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get a top 5 if I do that. Hey George, will I stream ACC again? Possibly in the future. As of right now, not in the near future. I don't really have any plans. I was considering doing the next Octane Online Racing GT3 League, but I decided I'm just going to stick to this for now. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will at some point, I'm sure. And when new content comes out, definitely. Just not right now. Yeah. This race has been a bit messy overall so far. I mean, that's mostly just due to what's happened. Oh boy. Yeah, I got the thing. That's my wheel. Oh no. Yeah, it just happened then. So what happened? Well, what has been happening, either I'll get a complete, like, the wheel will not register my input, or it will lag. Like, and that's exactly what just happened. I went to downshift. It didn't downshift. Because in these cars, you got to blip the thing as well. And if you don't blip, you get a compression lock. And basically, when you don't blip and you downshift, the rear wheels lock up, and you get shot off the track like that. So I went to blip when I downshifted. The thing didn't downshift. It took half a second, and then it downshifted, and I got the compression lock up. I really do have to sort out this wheel. I'm going to pit on this lap. I'll take the fast repair. Well, there goes my top 5 hopes, I think. Well, I am 5th, but I think people have pitted. Alright, let's see what I can do. Okay, pit stop, take the fast repair, take tyres, take fuel, and we're good. Ah! It sucks. It does suck. First race of the season, I'm sure things will improve. Reconnecting, oh, that's my guy right there. Almost missed it. Almost missed my pit stop. I thought it was at the end for some reason. Right, okay. So that's the pit stop done, and now we just go to the end. Who's that? That is Led. Let's see if I can catch up. Hey Frederick. Frederick, I hope I said your name right. Yeah, reconnecting. I wouldn't have had enough time to reconnect. I mean, if you meant reconnecting the USB, I could have, but then I risked the wheel not being detected. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't know why I thought my guy was at the end of the pit lane. I think that comes from practice sessions when you're always at the end of the pit lane. What wheel am I using? I'm using the Simagic M10. Hey, Vin Diesel.
Drive through for car 202 for unsafe rejoin on lap 13. Right, so I have an undamaged car now because I took the fast repair, which we're allowed to use.
What goal? What should be the goal? Well, after the off I had, I'm nervous it's going to happen again. It's likely that it's going to happen again. I don't know how long we have left. Probably, I don't even know. Maybe halfway. Oh, it just happened there. Oh gosh. How long? We've got 15 minutes to go. To put up with this for 15 minutes. I just hope it's not the actual wheel. It would be nice if it's just the cable. Because I've got another cable. I should have just put the cable in, but it's been working for over a day, so I assumed that it was just not plugged in properly. Oh, what happened there? Had to shift twice. Okay, I'm currently, I don't know, it hasn't updated yet. I don't know what my position is. This will be the worst corner for that to happen, because I'll get shot right off into that sand. It'll take me ages to get back on track. I'm 7th. Oh, that's not too bad. Cook's behind me still. Does the Symagic 10 have that step feeling? When you're driving, you don't feel any steps, but it is a stepper motor. You only feel the steps when you're not driving and you're specifically trying to feel it. They're very small. Like, right now it feels smooth as. I can't really feel any steps at all. If anything, it's tiny. Like you can feel like a tiny bit of roughness, if that makes any sense. But it's nothing that I notice. It's the least of my worries, honestly. My worries with this wheel so far is that the brake bias and the traction control rotary dials, they're both faulty. They don't work. Well, they work, but they don't work properly. If I try tick the dial once to the left, sometimes it goes the other way, which is the last thing I want when I'm trying to adjust brake bias on the go. And now I'm having these micro disconnection issues, which I don't know if it's the wheel or if it's the cable or something else. What wheel did I have before this? The Logitech G920, which was a lot different. It took me a while to get used to this, actually. I was slower with this wheel when I initially got it, that's for sure, but I'm used to it now. This is the car I managed to overtake earlier. Try using compressed air. Alright, well I'll give that a go. The thing is, that happened. Those rotary dial issues, that happened basically out of the box. It's not like the thing was dirty. Unless it somehow got dirty on the way here. It looks like he might make this quite easy, or is he? Where is he? No, he's fighting it. Alright, that was nice and clean. How long do we have? 10 minutes. Do I have the time to catch up? No, that's a back mark in front of me. I doubt I'm going to have time to catch up to the next car for position. That's 6 seconds. And he's quick, so I don't think I will. What position am I? I'm P6 now, so I'm almost at that goal I set, but that was before I had that wall moment. There's a warranty. We just need to... If this wheel is a bit messed up, I can always use that. Other than those issues, I think it's been fine. It's a good wheel. It's definitely strong enough. I wouldn't really need anything stronger than this. However, that new Fanatec DD wheel is going to be a lot more inviting than almost any other direct drive to me, I'd say. Or to anyone that doesn't want to spend $2,000. I'd probably recommend that over this wheel. Yeah, I do have a warranty, which is good. But yeah, I will try another cable before deciding if it's the wheel or not. I have tried all the other plugs, and nothing else helped. I really doubt it's software related, but I can always try. It just happened there. I went for the blip in it. The downshift came a moment after the blip. The moment after I shifted. Anyway, I need to stop complaining about this. Just get on with the race, and hopefully it won't happen again. So P6, started P2, so not a great race. The main thing is I need to sort out these starts. That was a really poor start. Wheel spin and everything went wrong. However, I did get through the start as clean as you'd like. Although when the safety car did come out, I was pushed off the track. But that wasn't too bad. The extra problems came from me after the safety car when I was punted after I made an overtake. And I got shoved off the track, and that's where I lost all those positions initially. And then I made my way past a few cars, and then I got the steering wheel lagging on me and I got shot off into the wall. I lost a position. Then I had a pit stop. I almost missed my pit stall because I thought it was at the end of the pit lane, but I got it. And now we're under 10 minutes to go. I'm not doing the world's best laps at the moment, but admittedly I'm not concentrating fully. I know I'm not going to catch the next guy unless he makes a mistake. Which I always got to sort of hope for, I guess. Have gained 2 seconds on him since I last checked. I still got Stefan Bull behind me as well, so there are a few of my main competitors that are behind me still because they did get taken out at the start of the race. However, DeJesus, I think Dole, Bailey, O'Hara, they're all also top competitors, and they are having a solid race. Especially DeJesus, he started pole, he had a good start, and he didn't get involved with anyone else, so he's had a good race. I did enjoy that that heat race that I had. That was quite cool. Managing to come back from my, again, pathetic start. And the mini battle we had, I'm glad that when I did challenge for first that we both didn't get taken out. It was a minor bit of contact, but it was just a bit of rubbing and racing. You know what, I am catching this Bailey quite a bit. I don't think it'll be enough though. This car eats the curbs. It sure does, yeah. That's one fun thing about this thing. It loves the curbs. I got it again. Oh no. You can actually hear it happening. You can hear me blip it, and then the downshift only comes after I blip it. Yeah, it did the thing, like, I click the downshift, but the wheel's not, it has like a bit of a lag. So, it only gives me that downshift a moment after I press the downshift button. Yeah. And since that happened, my blip was kind of pointless, because I did it while I was still engaged in gear. And then I got the compression lock and it shot me off onto the sand. Luckily it wasn't too bad, but that's hurt my chances of getting Bailey. Uh-oh. Yeah, I won't catch Bailey now. We only have 2 minutes left. Oh, I got it again. Come on, you can get to the end. Just a lap or 2 to go and then we'll be done and I can try to figure this thing out. I've got 5 laps of fuel, man. I've got too much fuel. The thing is, fuel in this car doesn't seem to slow you down that much. It depends on the track. In a lot of cases, heavy fuel helps this car with stability and traction. Is this the last lap? I'm not sure. Oh, someone's off. Who is that? That is a back marker. I think that was 2 back markers. Wait, I'm P5? I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what happened there. I don't know, was one of those cars that was sitting on the grass, was that for position? Because I seem to be P5 now. Was it O'Hara? Oh boy. He's not going to be happy. I mean, I guess I got the goal, but it's not over yet. We've got one more lap to go. Oh come on, 3 seconds to Bailey. If it wasn't for those moments where I went off the track, I think we'd be right there. Actually, we'd be quite well ahead by now. Ah, it's just a shame. Had quite a lot of bad luck in this race. But what was my own fault for sure was definitely the start. I need to get those starts right. Took way too much curb there. Oh, I got the gap under 2 seconds. Such a shame. Could have been a lot closer. But P5, I'm going to take that. If I can get around the last 2 corners. Yeah, got my downshifts. No more downshifts to go. Just one more acceleration zone and we are clear. I've got plenty of fuel. And that'll be a P5. Yep, that's checkered flag. At least I think it is. Yeah, I see smoke. That's checkered flag. What could have been a lot better than that, but here's what it is. Next time we'll be at Watkins Glen, and that's in 2 weeks' time. I've never driven these cars at that track, so got plenty of practice to go. I'm going to try that cable right now, actually. Well, after this live stream, and then other than that, thank you all for joining, and if you're heading off right now, we'll see you next time, which is 2 weeks. Overall, it was quite fun. I reckon that the heat race that I did was quite enjoyable, but I do need to figure out my starts. My starts are quite awful. I do want to quickly figure out if I did do anything different on the start, or if I just had... Let me find the start of the race. Okay. Okay, right, what were my inputs like? So, about half clutch, half throttle, which is what I have been doing.
Alright, everyone's crossed the line. Thanks everyone for that. That was a good race.
Just a moment. Hold on. Thanks, Mamba.
Next one will be in 2 weeks' time at Watkins Glen. So hope to see you all there for that.
Making me nervous, Spidey.
I think I put on too much throttle. Cause I think I put on too much throttle and I dropped the clutch too early, possibly. I don't know, because if you look at Jesus, it's almost like he gets on the throttle instantly.
No problem. I'll catch you guys around.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave this chat.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks, Parallax. That was good.
How do I disable this? Right there. What was I saying? Okay, so I think Well, I need to practice this, but I think I need less clutch. I don't know, less throttle. So I had wheel spin. I had to catch the wheel spin. In iRacing, you good luck catching a wheel spin. So I had to drop the throttle a lot, and then oh gosh, it was a real mess, wasn't it? And I dropped all the way back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so about 6 or something. And all these crashes happened, and then when safety car happened, I got pushed off the track. Was that my fault or was it his? I'm alongside him. I'm next to him. Or am I next to him? I'm not completely alongside him. Let me watch that in real time. Was that my fault? That actually might have been my fault. That actually may have been my fault. But what is interesting though is if you look at the gap between the cars, the contact happens when the cars are still apart. You can see we're not even touching when when his car starts moving. Right there. I'll take the blame for that. But yeah, we both got away with that quite cleanly. And then, as we know, after the restart, then I got punted off. Right, so let's have a look at what happened on the overtake. So this is when I went for the overtake on him. So I was past... And again, it was actually a bit of netcode. Our cars didn't actually make contact. However, it did still look like he was going to throw it in there. Even though you can't really do that. Oh well, race over. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. I don't know. Can I see the results here? Oh, this is... You got the standings on the screen. I think you can see that on the live stream. Came 5th in my feature race. I came 1st in my heat race. I don't actually know how the points works, but not the best result. I'll try to do better at Watkins Glen. I need to work on my starts. And I'm going to fix this wheel, hopefully. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you again soon. Take care. And yeah, it was good to have a chat. See you, Mumba, Meatbag, and everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.